What is up, guys? What is going on? Let me get the microphone going. Always something when we go on live, ain't it? Welcome to the live stream, guys. So pumped that you are here. Let's get this audio corrected. Boom. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Friday live day. A very, 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 very special Friday live. I am so pumped to be here with each and every one of you. Dare to Dream School, Michelle Osorio saying, OMG, be live already. Indeed, we are now. I promise you, Michelle, you being a live streaming champ, you know everything always happens at the last minute when you get ready to go live. So I'm pumped to be here. I'm pumped to be sharing in this experience with you guys, bringing you along on the journey with me to being a full-time content creator, full-time entrepreneur, and a full-time video editor. And if you're wondering, where is my Diana.link up there? Well, we're going to do something a little different tonight. Welcome to visualdcreative.com. So that is not replacing Diana.link, but it will for today's live stream. So a lot has been going on since our last live stream here, and just with all of the work that it takes to set up a company, even knowing what it takes to actually create a company from scratch, it still requires a lot of work to be able to get things going, get it pumping, and all of that. And so I was able to do that as of a couple weeks ago, or get the company set up as of a couple weeks ago. It still requires a lot of work. And so if you guys have any questions along the way, make sure you drop those down below. Michelle saying we're both full-time. Woohoo! Yes, indeed. Going full-time is the best feeling I've experienced thus far. And so it is like so many feelings, so many emotions that kind of goes into the whole I'm full-time now in my business, and all of those good things. And you know, letting things like this take the charge, and just trust in myself, trust in God, trust in my abilities. And I believe in the phrase that your gifts will make room for you. And so knowing that, you have skills, talents, and abilities, and all of those different things. And it's just like always a hee-hawing back and forth of whether or not you believe you're worthy, whether or not you believe you're good enough, whether or not you believe people will want to hire you, people will want to work with you, and all of those different just little micro psychology attacks on just your belief systems and all of that that kind of goes into it. But I'm glad to be going full time in my business and being able to fully dedicate myself to my passion, my vision, and just look forward to the journey. I'm so looking forward to the journey. And so Alex Miner saying you would drop this news bomb right when I was about to watch a movie. Well, it's not Game of Thrones night, so you'll be all right. It's not till Sunday that anybody needs to stop doing what they're doing. But Alex Miner, welcome to the chat. Glad that you are here. Glad to see you. Alex Miner, content creator himself, businessman, all around extraordinaire. So I guess like everybody wants to know what happened. What did you do? Did you break the TVs and flip tables and throw chairs? It's just like, no. I left very peacefully, very maturely, and very respectfully. I was never a person that felt like you needed to hate your job to be able to move into doing the things that you want. That's why I always would say with my company is just to live with passion, live with passion. You always have that inside of you. You always have that thing that you want to do. You don't have to wait to, quit your job until you actually start the thing that you want to move forward with. You don't have to wait. And you don't need permission. The only person that may be in your way is you. And even when you get to that point, like I did, where I went ahead and said yes, then you start thinking about all the things that you're essentially for a temporary time maybe saying no to. It's very easy to sit on your behind and do nothing. It's very easy to just sit and have a down day or take a day off and you're still getting paid for it if your company has paid time off available. And I had paid time off. So I could have taken time off and just, think on it, milk the cow or whatever. But that's just not how I roll. So I'm looking forward to the journey and all of that. So what happened was, it's just like, it's been a long process. It's not as if I got some huge nest egg put to the side and it's just everything fell into place and everything's gone according to plan. A plan is really just an intent to do something. That's really all a plan is. It's your intent to do something, and it's not until you actually move on that thing and you actually take action that thing starts to become realized. And as it was with quitting the job, if it was up to me, I would have never worked another job up until after, 2014. I would have loved to have not worked and been full-time in anything other than just jobs in general. But you're always dealing with the social pressures of, I should do this and I should do that, and always dying to yourself of the things that you really want to do. And it sucks to just be put in that position all the time. It's just like, why? It's like, why do you have to? Why do you have to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew as a kid, it's a few people in life that everybody should dislike. Whoever came up with mathematics as a course in school, all throughout school. It's not even like it's a few years. It's like all throughout school. So whoever came up with mathematics as something to do in school, shame on them. And whoever decided that everybody needed a job 9 to 5, like, shame on you too. I get that not everybody is for entrepreneurship and all of that, but those two people in history, whomever they are, I have a problem with them. So, Drew saying, congratulations. Thanks so much, Drew. I so much appreciate you, sir. I really appreciate you being here in the community and all of your great support and everything. And Michelle saying, woohoo. I don't know if I can't sing. Michelle sings, everybody. So I don't, it's not a gift that I have, but I'm definitely excited. I'm not going to lie. I was super nervous. Just like when I woke up this morning, and I had no intentions of like, today is going to be the last day. Otherwise, I just would have called off and yesterday would have been the last day. So, it's just like, it was not my original intent when I got up today for today to be the day, but it just so happened to be for today to be the day. And I say it's a long time coming because, again, it's been something that's been on the inside of me for some time, and working towards and doing and learning and investing in myself, investing in courses, traveling to learn and bump shoulders with great people like Michelle, and just, get a chance to meet and interact and learn what you need to do to be a responsible entrepreneur and run a responsible business and make financially good decisions, not buying cameras all the time. But this was a gift. I only wanted the lens. Everything else was a gift. So we'll call it that. But, it's a long time coming. And thankfully I started the vlog when I did. When I started the vlog, I knew it would be a process. And if it was going to be 6 months later, a year later, or whatever, it was not my original intent, like I said, when I got up this morning. But something that was going on at the company that I was at, which was like extremely frustrating and just soul sucking, for a lot of reasons. So I get that companies have to have certain metrics, certain policies in place. I'm all for the rules. I have no problem with that. But at the point to where now you're telling me that I'm leading, my department in production and, have a great quality and all of those great and wonderful things, yet and still, there's a need to micromanage or to always be hovering over your desk or just trying to see, is there a reason or some reason that I can potentially write you up or put a mark somewhere on some report of you that I've never seen before. And it's just like, it has been going on for such a very long time now. And, these past couple years have just been continuously getting worse and worse. And I knew it would come at some point. You always figure, well, I'm just going to get another job. I'm going to get another job. But I knew I didn't want another. I knew that I did not want another job. I knew that was not like the way. But I didn't know how. I had no idea how. The video editing business, something that came a little bit ago. And it's just like, why don't I give this full space to grow? Because trying to crunch it into Diana.Gladney.com, it's not really working. I don't have the full time to take on full video editing projects or video production projects locally, or it's always having to be on the weekend. And it's just like, I cannot, it's like you'll hear people say certain things, and even my mother's telling me, you need 6 months worth of income. I'm not even making enough at the job to get 6 months put to the side, on a regular basis. It's like you're burning time trying to earn time, and it's just not working. And as much as I would love to say that I have the perfect plan, I have the perfect things lined up and this, and that, or whatever, at this point, I'm just fully trusting and believing in God, letting my gifts make room for me as I believe, and just moving fully on faith. So, it's not like some perfectly executed plan. It's just time for it. You don't know that you're old enough to be an adult. You just get out there and you do it and you figure it out. And while you can always go back home, I have no intentions of going back home. But I do know that just being able to take on clients thus far, and even like today, the response, I haven't even put it out on my public Facebook page that, I've quit and all this. I'll probably maybe go live at some point and share that content and all that. But, I know that there is a market for it. I know that there are people that I know that have a need for it. And I know that there is just business there for me to have and for me to go after. You just have to be willing to take the leap. And so I was willing to take the leap today. And so I did. But I just knew that I didn't want to keep being really mistreated. And it's not a perception of being mistreated, at the previous company that I was at. It was like a very harsh thing. And I really got to the point today, honestly, this morning, where I'm sitting there at my desk and I'm just like shaking. I'm shaking, not because something is wrong with me. I'm not in pain because of the endometriosis. Like, I am sitting there because of the stress, not of the actual workload or anything, but just the pressure that's being put. Like, as soon as somebody sees one little thing, they're going to try to take advantage of you. And I'm never against anyone trying to get to their next level or be their best version of themselves. And even when people would mistreat me, I still would treat them well because it's more on my character than it is on theirs. And so that, it didn't bother me. People are going to be people, but it's like, it's just like that. When somebody's trying to step on your shoulder with spikes, trying to make themselves look better or falsify information. I've been accused of cheating on my work so many times. It's pathetic. And it's like, how do you cheat with the little stuff that we're doing? How is it possible? It's just like, you can't cheat this good. It's just not. You sit me side by side with that person, sit us right next to each other all day long, and let's see what happens. Let them watch me. Turn a camera. I'll bring my own editing equipment in, my own video cameras and such, and I will record and let you see. It's just like, oh no, well, such and such. It's just like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I just know that I don't deserve to be treated that way. I'm not going to accept that. And if I wouldn't accept somebody to treat me that way face to face, I'm not going to allow a corporation to do that, because I do not believe that that's how people should be treated, regardless as to what metrics and things like that are needed, especially if I'm already meeting and exceeding what those things are. So, just the constant, backbiting and just all of that stuff for no reason. I'm not applying for any positions here. Just let me do my work and I'm fine. If somebody else want to get promoted in something, go for it. You don't need to try to hack off my arm to make yourself look better. And it says more about that person than it does about me. And then with the leadership there, I use that phrase loosely, just the constant hovering and the watching and the pretending that you have something to say, but you're just trying to see what's going on my desk and what's this now. Pull up a chair if you really want to know. I'm very open about those things. So just like kind of what happened to just kind of lead up to it. Long story short, but I just couldn't do it anymore. So let's get to these comments here. Drew saying your intent has so far generated 1.7 subs. So I would say you're going in the right direction, Diana. Thanks so much, Drew. I appreciate it. And I think a lot of people look at like your subscriber count, like you have to have a certain amount to result in a certain amount of income. And so I've already known that not to be true, because I didn't have any kind of really YouTube audience when I was making what I would make in 2 weeks in my job. I would make with a client for just my small business coaching, just long before my visual D editing. So, Dare to Dream School say, hey, don't knock who invented the 9 to 5. We celebrate Labor Day because people, even children, used to work 12. That is true. So so let me adjust my statement. You're right, Michelle, because I do know of the history of people doing that. But I would say in a way that it makes it so, shame on the person who where the system is so set up to where it's not about being able to serve within a company, that it's about now where you just are kind of losing yourself within that company. Like, the thing that gets me is like fathers. So let's not, I know this week is Mother's Day, so shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day in advance. But like, I know with fathers, they get the short end of the stick because a lot of nurturing gets kind of put towards the mothers, but there are a lot of nurturing fathers. My father's a very nurturing father. My brothers, I know they're very nurturing fathers, and I have friends that are very nurturing fathers, and they don't get the time that they want to devote to their children because they're supposed to be ambitious. They're supposed to be this and provide and all this and whatever. So they have to decide, do I want this overtime at work to continue and better to provide for my family, or do I want to be at home and feel bad because I'm spending time with my family? So that's where I hate the culture, the overall American culture, so to speak, that's been put in place with all that we have going on here. So say, what was the tipping point? Tipping point for me was seeing, I'll just say leadership, keep it very vague, just seeing leadership walk around, more specifically like with a freaking clipboard and just like marking off stuff. Like, if you want to know what I'm doing, ask. Whether it's right or you feel like it's wrong, ask. I have no problem with being honest or upfront. And everything is trackable, and everything is being tracked. There are no secrets here. Like, I can hide nothing. So the tipping point for me was on top of somebody pretending like they have a care into something that's going on. Oh, that's a nice sweater, while you're not even looking at the sweater. You're looking all over my desk, and it's just like, what are you looking for? What would you like to see? Would you like for me to pull out my drawer? Is there something that I can help you with? Oh, no, just making them around. Just like, okay, well, I'll be here until it's time to get off. So that was a tipping point for me. It's when they just went far beyond trying to keep up with any, business metrics or whatever, especially I'm already exceeding those in my performance already. It's like, you don't need to, come see why somebody is laughing or something, or, it's just like, I don't know. So I didn't have a phone type job or whatever. It didn't require me to be on the phone at all. I'm solely working on my computers, all of that. And it's just like, if I was not working, work would not be getting done at all. It's very clear. Everything I'm doing is being tracked, so it's just the fact, like, you feel like you need to sit and just hover. I couldn't stand it. And when I saw that clipboard and just like the person marking off, what they're seeing or what they're not seeing, it's just like, I don't even know what all it was about, but I just know it really upset me and frustrated me. So that was it. Said, no, that's how I hired my project manager. She was an office manager and quit because the owner gave her way more responsibilities than her pay grade, but then would micromanage when, I'm guessing you ran out of space. There we go. Part 2, when she felt like it. So she quit and knew she was the one for me. You know what? I think there's a place for everybody to be, for a time, to be an employee or to be an employer or both. I just think it's within the right environments and the right conditions. So if she quit one space to be another one, yeah, because all skills are transferable and all skills can be learned. And so if she learned specific skills that help her to better serve you and your company, then shoot, kudos, way to go. Because I don't think it's anything per se wrong with jobs. It's just, like I said, the whole culture of the way things are set up. That's why I admire cultures like France and how they do stuff. And so you said, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much, Michelle. That really means a lot. Man, y'all not going to make me cry. I can tell you that much right now. I'm not shedding tears. I've had a sip of coffee. I actually forgot to eat today. I know from 7 to 12 was all pure stress, so I had no appetite. And it wasn't until about 5 that I was like, might need a few calories today, but we got a little girth. We can afford to fast a little bit. And so, but I did not miss no coffee. I can tell you that much. But I so much appreciate your support, Michelle. All of you guys watching this live or on the replay. I so appreciate you, and I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful that you're here in the community. I really do appreciate that. Cheryl Craven, hey, haven't seen you before. Welcome to the community. And if I have replied to a comment and I don't remember, welcome to the community again. Congratulations. God will lead you. Yes, he will. And you know what? That was something that, and I'm not sure of everybody's faith system or whatever, but this is mine. And it's just like my mom would tell me about this with superstition. And I know from my personal beliefs that, faith and fear can't exist within the same body. And knowing that, I knew that I wanted to fully walk in faith. Fully walk in faith. Now, as we know, faith without works is dead. And so it requires some action and activity, some hustle. So I came home, I got straight on the computer. The funny thing was, I was chatting with someone, and they said that they told them if they see me on the premises, I'm not allowed to be there. And I'm like, I'm at home already. Why would I come back up there? Like, I just quit. Why would I come back? Like, I have no intentions of coming back. Like, not for a visit, not to say, hey, like, if I have a connection with somebody, I'll see you outside of the place. But other than that, like, I'm not coming back. So you have nothing to worry about, lest you have a book fair that I want to partake in. So, but no, but even serious, it's just like, it's, I don't know. Well, whatever. I mean, you got to take whatever precautions you need to. Said people are petty. Yes, they are. And I think that in a season where there are a lot of people that are, just curious about their own, or insecure rather, about their own position. And it's like, again, I never would prevent anybody. Like I said, whether I have a close relationship with you or not, or care for you or not in the work environment, I would never sabotage what somebody else is doing. I don't have a reason to. My own marriage and my own work ethic will support itself. Like, I don't need to brag. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, the fact that, people would do that, or you hear people say stuff or mention certain things and it gets back to you, it's just like, please don't share that stuff, because I'm already aware that it's going on. I don't need anyone to to try to point it out to me. It's like, I'm not retaliating. I don't care. And that was the one thing I remember. I had a conversation with my supervisor. I do not care what somebody else tries to do to me. It's more important to me how I respond to that person. I will always treat them well, whether I really care for them or not. If I'm going, just like, for example, I went to Quick Trip gas station, and I was getting myself something like for lunch or whatever one time. And it's the other ladies that, didn't really care for it. They do really harsh things, like you say, petty. So I just don't like that. But I know that they like certain snacks. I bought everybody a snack. I'm not just going to get one person a specific thing because somebody asked me to get them like a soda. I'm not going to just get one person. I'm going to get everybody something, because it's on me for my character. It's not about them and what they're doing, because they're going to behave however they want to behave. But it's all about me and my character and how I treat people. So regardless, at the end of the day, that Diana always treated you well and did not mistreat you. Am I a perfect person? Absolutely not. Because if I don't have coffee in that early of the morning, I will talk to you about noon when I have had a full serving of coffee. But that's, it's just like, I don't know. But I can't speak to how people may or may not work on themselves. I just know me. So Drew saying toxic work environments are awful. I have experienced that kind of thing too. Man, I hate that for anybody that would have to experience something like that. It just is so unnecessary. If you have the opportunity, and it look like it's a little bit of lag on my end. Y'all let me know if you're seeing any lag. Let me know if you see any lag. Let me see if I can pull something up here, because they did institute where you can adjust it, but if not, then I won't bother with it. But if nobody has said anything about it, so I'm assuming it's okay. But yeah. It's like, the thing is, like, if you own a company where you can create an environment, create a good one. Why would you want a bad one? It hurts everybody. It affects everyone. It makes everybody frustrated. Nobody wants to go home exhausted and tired and just frustrated about the next day. But that's something that happens. And so hopefully, as you guys create your companies and your businesses, you are concerned with, or you take a care into those different things. So yeah, let's get to these comments. Cheryl said, you did not quit, you resigned. You got that right. And that's the exact phrasing that I use. I just gently tapped my supervisor on the shoulder and I said, hey, name, I'm resigning. I've set my badge and my keys on your desk. Would you like to go ahead and walk me out? So it was very, very pleasant, very kind. and I did resign. Said Minneapolis, Minnesota, new to the channel. Hey, what's going on, Javon? Is that pronounced right, Javon? I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. I prefer not to butcher it. And so I'm glad that you are here. Welcome to the community. Glad that you are here. Said Cheryl's good way to put it. And if you think about it, resigned and re-signed, then Diana, you have re-signed or contracted with herself, which is a much more sensible idea than working for someone else. And you know what? I'm somebody that's big on words. I didn't even look into that word. I just used it. I used the full force of the word without even knowing. So, so yes, I actually, that was my phrase. And I didn't say, hey, I'm quitting, because it's not like it's the gym membership. Hey, I'm quitting the gym. No, I did. I resigned. So, yep. And I re-signed to myself and my own dreams. Good friends, TG LLC, good to see you. Glad that you are here. Said, when you are motivated to independently work within your own dream, you stop working in other people's dreams. So launch your business and build. Absolutely. Heck yeah. I said, I have had my own business from 2004. Congrats to you. It's a lot to learn, and a lot to just, stay on it since 2004. Congrats and kudos to you. So pumped that you shared that. Thank you. Said, James, good to see you. Glad that you are here. Said, congratulations, Diana. I went full-time back in August, and business has really been picking up since around February. Stick with it. I shall. So appreciate your support very, very much so. Said, Entree Woman TV taught me to use my M50. Well, I'm glad. I am so very glad that you got value out of the channel in that M50 series. So definitely have more time to create more videos. So I have an audio video that I'll be creating tomorrow, since I have I have a couple different microphones now. So this is one that came with it came with a 22 millimeter lens, all those batteries, and then this Canon EOS M, which is surprisingly good for what it is. This is like a perfect little travel camera. Side note, I had so much fun just snapping shots with this, just because, I get how cameras like that M100 and the M10 that just flips up, doesn't have a mic input, kind of goes, so I get it. But this one actually does have a mic input, no flip out screen, but for the quick videos you probably make, that'll be fun. So maybe a review on that EOS M, I'm looking forward to that, so stay tuned. But this is the microphone that I'm talking about. So it's the Takstar SGC, is that 598? And so it does take a battery, but when it's like $20. So I'll link it down below. I know I bought it a long time ago, but I set it way across the room trying to use it with a 50 millimeter. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. So I'm like, this microphone sucks. Yeah, it's down the street. You can't hear it. And so, but, so the vlog, I did vlog today. I didn't vlog in the building. Obviously, I still have some things to have to watch for, but didn't vlog in the building, but I did vlog today, some conversations and life-giving conversations I had with some friends today. So the vlog will be coming out tomorrow. So you look forward to that. I said, OMG, eat. He said, what are you, Michelle, we always have that conversation, you didn't eat today? No, I'll get around to it. And so, since I've been fasting though, just doing the 1 meal a day, the past 2 weeks, I've played around with 1 to 2 meals or 3. I think I did 3 meals 2 days ago. It felt really excessive, and I felt stuffed, honestly. So I'm guessing just stomach shrinkage and all of that. So I'm not as hungry, or I'm not oh my gosh, I'm losing steam. I feel good, but I'll get something to eat. So I just had to make sure I'm drinking water, a lot of water, and coffee. And water in the coffee don't count. So I wish it did. So what are you using for your live stream? I am using the same setup as before, my 2 softbox lights, the Canon M50 with the Viltrox speed booster and Yongnuo 35 millimeter lens, and EcammLive as the live streaming setup. Links are down below. And since we're going full time, why don't y'all go ahead, support your girl, save that Amazon link for your regular link, and help a sister out. So, Javon said, you are a very humble person. I love the vibe of you. That's dope. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. You know what? I know when I first started my channel, I was trying to find felt like, it's like in this weird, I guess you get these, I wasn't even 30 then. I'm 30 now. So I can say I 30. I didn't have a midlife crisis. I had a midlife awakening. Right on. So, but no, it's like I don't know how old I was when I started this channel, but I didn't start the channel for the intent to have a channel. I just had it to upload to like YouTube or what have you. And I know initially I needed to find myself in my content. It's like you create a video and maybe you're modeling after somebody else and how they're doing stuff. And then you feel like you have to, be this person out, be super over the top. What's up, guys? All of them just like, I'm not talking that loud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. But what is me is the person that loves, white on white cake with the buttercream icing, and not yellow cake, but white cake, loves coffee, Colombian roast coffee, just magnificent, just all the little things that make you up, and conveying that through video. And the more videos that I did, I have over 400 videos now under my belt. I guess you kind of have no choice but to just be able to produce who you really are in person and share that through video. And so I think that's one of the greatest gifts that I've uncovered in doing video content and stuff like that, is just being able to be yourself. So I'm glad and I'm super thankful that comes across online. Said Cheryl saying, I've had flashbacks about toxic work environments just listening to your experience. I'm 2 years solopreneur. Woohoo! Good, goop. Let's get it. For that very same reason. That's awesome. Like, congrats to you. I'm so pumped for your journey. Please share more. I'm looking forward to hearing that. And if anybody else has any full-time experience, I'd love to share your journey. Probably maybe try do a live stream where I bring some of you guys on and just do more like a group chat, live group chat. So let me know if you're interested in that. Definitely link that up. Maybe do that next Friday. So check that out. Let me know whether you're watching this live or on the replay. But yeah, and you know what? That was another thing that I guess it was something like it was definitely a concern. It's like, I know when some people go full time, or most people that I've seen, they have a spouse at home. They have, something else that they may do part-time maybe, or something like that. I see, or my experiences, I've seen very few actually just, like go for the gold, so to speak. But I've seen very few not have a spouse or something else, because to me it feels like, and even like I was talking to my friend about that today, and again, I'll share that on the vlog tomorrow, that'll come out tomorrow, is just the whole thing that you don't have to worry about if your next meal is coming from your business, though. And it's not anything against anybody, because everybody's journey is the same. And one of the things I talked to my friend about today, that she spoke life into me about today, that I super appreciate, is that everybody's journey is different. Like, I don't have children. I don't have a spouse. So, it's just like, those are things that it lets me have more liberties in other ways. But then too, when it comes to decisions like this, it's solely reliant on me to make the money in my business, which I'm completely fine with. But at the same time, it's like you'll have those kind of ideas plague on your mind, like, I can't do it, and this, that, or whatever. And the one thing that I've learned is that you have to speak life into your own life and have life-giving talks with yourself, even if you can't have those with anybody else. And so if you have a spouse, it just means that, it does help, but it doesn't necessarily mean things are going to be easier. So I hope nobody has that thought as well, because that was definitely something I thought about for sure. Michelle also, Michelle, what is all this food? Bananas, corn, pretzels, rice, salad, cheeseburger, candy bar, cake, and a soda. I will not eat all those things. It's kind of late now, so I don't know what I will probably eat. But yeah, I don't know. So if you guys enjoy or are enjoying tonight's content, make sure you leave a thumbs up down below. Much appreciated as well. Hoping to be bringing you guys more high quality content, hopefully more often. So visual, and I guess I never said what I was doing. So, so as you guys can see over here, so visualdcreative.com is my new company that I was talking about in the vlogs that I set up, and that I'm super pumped to be doing, where I'll be doing professional video editing, So it'd be more for entrepreneurs, content creators, coaches, small business coaches, and so forth that just really don't have the time to do their own video editing. And for a lot of people, how you edit your videos kind of really affects how it's well received and distributed and all of that good stuff. So you can have great content, and if it's not really produced in such a way that, is going to really make an impact and grab someone's attention, then, it kind of defeats the purpose of creating the content. So looking forward to doing more professional video editing. Locally, I'll probably be doing more video production projects. So I have a few of those lined up. And so I'm really, really excited. Got some great feedback from today thus far. And so I'm so looking forward to it. So I appreciate everyone's well wishes, love, the constant love and support of this community has been phenomenal. I have missed, I think, a couple of you guys' comments, but I was able to go back and try to catch up with everybody's today. So I'll definitely be able to allocate some time towards doing that and getting caught up. But yeah, man, it's real out here in these streets. So I'm going to be doing a lot of video editing projects, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited, and I hope that somewhere in tonight, maybe you got some inspiration, maybe you got some hope that even if you haven't started your business yet, that you don't need to quit your job. But if you do, then, maybe have that quiet conversation with yourself like I've done many times before. And then when you finally pull the trigger, it's like your stomach's going to get nervous. Your hands are going to shake a little. It's going to be the back and forth. But the thing that did it for me was just, I went to the bathroom and I looked myself in the eyes, and it felt very weird and very different and unlike any other kind of experience. And it's very hard to describe, but I know when I looked myself in my eyes and I looked back and I felt what I felt on the inside, I knew today was going to be the day. So I went ahead and pulled that trigger. And so I'm pumped to see what my journey unfolds. And I'm excited to share that with you in the docu-entree vlogs that'll be coming. So I may be able to produce those a little bit faster and more often than just maybe once a week, but we shall see. But with that, my friends, I'm going to call it good right then and there. If you want to see more on that docu-entree vlog, catch up since it's just starting, only a few videos in at the time of this video. You can check it out. Where is it? There. It's over there. Make sure you click over there. But as always, guys, live with passion, and I will see you on the next video.